Welcome back. You're still with us on this special episode of Startup Street. India's cleantech startups saw a funding boost in 2024 with over 3,000 ventures tackling environmental challenges through innovative solutions that balance growth with sustainability. This trend marks a shift toward clean technology to reduce the impact of industrialization and urbanization. With increased investment and government support for renewables and sustainable infrastructure, cleantech is set to become a major power source by FY50. Joining me now to explore this opportunity are Vaibhav Anand, the founder of Bamboo, and Vivek Pandey, the co-founder of Ecoan. Gentlemen, thank you so much for taking time out and being here with us on Startup Street. You know, Vaibhav, let me start with you, right? You're a sustainable packaging solutions company, and you've managed to raise funds this year as well. If you could sort of take us through the kind of impact that you've been able to create via your solutions and the kind of demand you've seen this year.
Well, thank you so much for having me here, first of all, and it's always great to speak about sustainability everywhere. So far, we have saved more than 64,000 tons of single-use plastic going into the waste. That relates to roughly around 134,000 tons of carbon emissions that we have saved through the alternates which we have developed, which is basically replacing single-use plastics.
All right, and the kind of demand you're seeing for your products?
To be really honest, everybody wants to move out of single-use plastic, be it a small brand or a larger brand, right from the largest FMCG companies to the smallest retail stores. Everybody wants to move out of single-use plastic, so we can see a huge demand coming up. We have never been heard a no from any of the brand who doesn't want to move out of single-use plastic. So it's inevitable that the business or the entire ecosystem is moving towards sustainable alternates, and there's a huge boom coming up into the near future as well.
Absolutely. So literally the world is your oyster at this point of time. But Vivek, let me bring you into the conversation as well, right? You've had a great year, and according to reports, you're also planning to raise a whopping $75 million to sort of fuel your growth, increase your market presence. You know, before we get to that, what's the kind of investor appetite that you're seeing for solar-powered irrigation pumps? And take us through the impact that you've been able to create through 2024.
Well, we recently raised about $30 million in debt and equity in April, and there are some plans to do some fundraisers, but they're still in wraps for now. We at Ecoan, have been in the industry for quite some time now, and now we have been working with about 300,000 customers already. So far, it has been an agricultural focused opportunity across irrigation, clean tech irrigation, and clean tech powered cooling. And now we are expanding beyond that, right? So in this year itself, we have moved beyond the pumping space to more of a rural, motor focused, sustainability space where we are decarbonizing further by enabling more motors apart from pumping, replacing diesel with our high efficiency motor systems for various rural applications like milling, oil extraction and whatnot. We are also looking at getting into, cooling not only what we have been focusing on so far, which are fruit, vegetables, and flowers. We're moving beyond that to freezing applications as well.
Vaibhav, coming back to you, one of the biggest challenges that the sustainability sector is seeing is sort of the issue with pricing, as the cost to convert products into sustainable items is obviously higher. So how is tech helping you mitigate these costs, and what's the biggest challenge you feel that you're facing at this point, especially for this sector?
Well, see, to be really honest, sustainability is good for everyone until it creates a dent into their pocket. However, it's a big myth that the sustainable product has to be costlier than what you're using today. At Bamboo, we have been able to solve for this cost problem, and all our products, majority of our products, are at par with the plastic pricing. So the adoption is just around the corner to happen. However, the challenges into this sector, obviously, cost remains one of the very major challenge because there are not many players who have come up with these solutions into the market today. However, we see that coming into the future. Apart from that, the adoption is one thing which is a major challenge, because it takes a lot of effort and time for a brand to move out of what they are doing to something which is very new.
But Vivek, if you could take us through in like 30 seconds how big this clean tech opportunity is. Solar power, sort of had a first mover advantage in the clean tech space. The government is also giving a boost to firms like yours. So if you could take us through the big opportunity for 2025 for the clean tech sector.
Right. So India itself is a huge country, right? And if you look at, just cooling as a sector, about 10% of all energy that the world produces goes into cooling. Pumping, again, is a big energy guzzler. And that's the scale. So we are talking about, on a world level, 10 to 20% of what can be done using clean tech to decarbonize, right? And that's where a lot of these innovations come into picture, and it has been a core focus of Ecoan to actively contribute in transformation by addressing these emerging needs.
If you could quickly tell us, Vaibhav, I'll start with you, the big target for 2025.
We are looking to close more than 100 crores in revenue, that's for sure, and try to replace as much single-use plastics from the packaging industry as we can. That's the target that we have. That's the big target. Vivek, what about you?
So we have been doubling year over year, and this year we will be closing at about 1,000 crores. But next year, the key focus is going to be introduction of new innovations that align with our evolving customer needs. So we are focusing more and more towards the end consumer and the customer for furthering our mission on delivering sustainable solutions. So that's the key focus. I think the revenue will come on its own. Yeah.
All right, Vivek, Vaibhav, thank you so much for taking time out and being here with us on Startup Street, and we wish you all the best on your journeys going forward.
All right, with that, it's a wrap on this special episode of Startup Street, where we brought you all of the key themes from the year gone by. Here's wishing all of you a very happy new year.